There's just a few more things I'd like to add to my previous video, and one of those is just kind of going into my analysis of my losses and my mindsets and whatnot. So, like I said, I went in for a trade that was going for a recent, but I seen it going up so high, and I was like, damn, I know it's gonna touch that top part, but boom, it ended up stopping me out. Then the next morning, I was in there looking for a fucking buy, and it sold all the way down, and I'm like, damn. So a big part of it was it passed my indications. It gave me the sign that that buy or well that sell would have been really good. But instead, what I did was be like, nah, I'm a buy. And yeah, no, that's bad. See, now what I could have done is if I the former day had bought and held it, I would have been great because it went up, it went down, but it went up on this uptrend, and then it boosted up crazy today, and all of that. And so, what I find is that if I had held from Monday, I would have been up a lot of money. I would have been up a crazy amount of money, and it just kind of taught me that I need to really hold more. Like, I need to be more confident in my analysis because my overall analysis does work pretty well. Like, I believed it was going to go up. It did go up. It just had a big retrace. And I knew it was going to have a retrace. And I didn't go with my natural instincts, so I fucked myself over. And a lot of the times you do that out of your fear of loss, like, or fear of missing out. You're like, oh, if I get in here, at least I can get some money, right? And that's another problem, is looking for quick money. Because I know that I'm looking for quick money a lot of the times, but I know that overall I do want to become a profitable trader. But I just want to have more money as well, and I want to be able to quit my job and shit like that. So I know that I also tend to kind of look for those just quick money grabs, and that fucks me over in the long run. If I would just hold my cards and actually just believe in what I said, believe in what I said, hold it, and let it just do its thing. A lot of times I'm just sitting there looking at the trade and shit like that, and blah, say blah, and it's not helping. So I end up getting this feeling of, oh, I should just take where I'm at. And then if it does retrace, I'm like, damn, I should have took where I'm at. Maybe I should take now. And that's not good because it'll go down. But on an uptrend, it's going to go down, but it's going to go up farther. And then it's going to go down. It's going to go up farther. And you might have a whole day of it going down, or half a day or whatever of it going down. But on the overall, and that's what we're really looking for, is the overall. And so in this journey of trying to get better at trading, I find just looking for that overall is really helpful. Overall, where does the market want to go, and try to shoot for that. And hold it, and yeah, believe in yourself. I cannot stress that believing in yourself is another really important part, because you see these going up and down, and it's fucking terrifying. It's terrifying. You can be as hard as you want to be. That shit is terrifying, because you're just like, oh, I might lose. And even if it isn't that much of a loss, I might lose. No one wants to lose. We all want to win. So you can get yourself into this mindset of, oh, let me just take what I got. Let me just do this. Let me just do that. And that is not good. You start panicking. You start worrying. And you really need to not worry and just let the trade play out. And that really will do a lot. I think that using trading as your psychiatrist is really useful, or your therapist, whatever the word, is really useful, because you got to see your faults. What are you doing? You're sitting here and you're getting out early. Why are you getting out early when you're making yourself lose big profits, and then you sit there the next day like, I could have done this. You could have done it. Yes, you could have done it, but you held yourself back. And a lot of the times you held yourself back out of not believing. And so one of the biggest parts is believe. Yes, find your strategies and all of that and blah, say blah. Go watch 100 YouTube videos, whatever. I could recommend some YouTube videos. One was about losing. I think you should watch a video on losing and the mindset of losing. I think that is very important. You should find your strategy and find what strategy works. Try to find a strategy without indicators. Like, mark up your own thing, but all the indicator bullshit, I feel like that's gonna hold you back a little. Maybe it helps you. But for me, and I'm only going to speak from my point of view because this is my journey. But for me, indicators is just not letting me be able to read the market. Like, I'm looking at this to read the market for me, but I need to read the market. That's what's gonna make me profitable, not using this tool and letting it read for me and then buying off of that. And yeah, I mean, it works for some people, and that's cool. If it works for you, go do that. I'm sure it works for a lot of people. But me personally, I don't really want to use indicators, and I found that trading without the indicators, I have been completely fine. I think being as simple as possible is another part. Having too much will freak you out and make you think everything is everything, and you don't need that. You need to just have it as simple as possible. So find a simple strategy that's simple and keep on hammering that nail with that same tool, and that's all it is, bro. It really is. Like, stop complicating yourself. You're complicating the hell out of everything, and that is a problem. You gotta believe. You gotta just make it simple and use simple tools. Stop all the indicators and all of that. Like, make it simple and be able to read the market yourself to the point where it's simple. It looks like a book you're just reading, like nothing. No new fancy words. Maybe once in a while a new fancy word, but like, for the most part, you can just smoothly read that book, and that's really what you want to be at least for me. I want to be at that point where I could just read the market and I'm like, yeah, I know what it's doing. I don't need no indicators or all of that. I could just use my strategy and make it as simple as possible so that it is not hard or whatever. Like, I don't have to look at 100 things. That's it. I don't even think you need 100 screens. You could have 3 screens if you want. You could have 2 screens if you want. If you want one to just show the hour or whatnot, but you could simply just mark up on the hour and then just look for your entry point on the 5 or 15 minute or whatever you like to look for it on. Boom. I feel like people make it really confusing because you'll have all of these videos. You'll have so many videos of people talking about hours and hours of trading. And yes, you could talk for hours about trading because there's so many different things in trading. But when you're getting in, you just need something so simple. Like, you want to start. Like, you've never walked before. It doesn't make sense to you. You need to be able to start, and looking at too many hard fucking hours and hours of information might just clog you up, bro. And you just get afraid of starting because you think it's so much more than it is, And that's another thing I want to break down, and I will break them down soon, but probably not now because my battery and my percent is gonna die, both. Which one dies first, who knows? But yeah, so that's it. Make it as simple as possible for yourself so you can actually just start trading and not be afraid or intimidated by trading, because it can seem intimidating at first. It seems easy, but then it can seem intimidating because you don't know certain things like spreads and the different things. What is a unit? I don't know what a unit or lot size. I've never heard that in my life. These different things will confuse you. And I will make a video on that. Just, this is my journey, and I'm trying to have as much info on here as possible to look back for myself. And if anyone ever watches this, cool, bro, cool. You can learn something with me or not. I don't know. If I'm not profitable in a year, who knows? If I'm not profitable in 2 years, who knows? But whatever. I'm just gonna keep on making videos and keep on it until I am profitable. Because I lost, and 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 I won. And I lost, 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 and I won, and I lost, and I lost, and I lost, and I won, and I lost, and won, and lost, and watched, and won, and won, and won, and won. Watch Ragnar Crimson. That shit fire.